Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's a big day because I am going to be spending a lot of orbs for Fafnir. Let me just come out and say it. You can see in the top corner I've got 742 orbs. Don't know yet exactly how many of those will be for Fafnir, but we'll go with the flow. We'll see how my luck is. And I've brought along a very, very special guest today, someone who's also a big fan of Fafnir and, as an extension, Reinhardt. So that is MagicIsBroken.
Greetings, fellow summoners. MagicIsBroken speaking, and I'm here today to help out my friend Promise and to bring her good luck for summoning the character that I know as Tiny Reinhardt, but you guys know as Fafnir.
Yeah, basically we both like Fafnir because he is Reinhardt adjacent, but he's also a cool character in his own right.
Oh, no worries. Like I totally love Fafnir for his own traits. Like the Reinhardt adjacent is just what like hooks me into the character. Then I start learning more about them.
Yeah.
You want to just get right into it then? Or?
Yeah, I've been waiting all day for this. Oh, let me just quickly show off. I've already bought the Fafnir pack. So here he is. He's S supported. He's got skills. Yeah, I've been grinding all day.
Oh my god.
I call this the Bernadetta classic.
Ah, yes, the Bernadetta light. Well, no, I'd say it's the Bernadetta side grade.
I just meant the fodder.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I should probably talk about what the plan is first. So yeah, I think I will be pulling everything but blue until the spark, hoping to pick up maybe a lyre or two. I don't actually have any catch 4 fodder at all right now, but I'm sure I will eventually, so I feel like she's a good unit to have for that. And then I would like to get one of these units. I'm a big fan of both Dagger and Knot, but the art doesn't really do it for me, and this unit is ridiculously overpowered, so I don't see myself using them.
The art could have been a bit better.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like some of it, but yeah, overall, I'm not the largest fan of this art.
But it's still a pretty good unit, so...
It's a very good unit, and I think it's too good of a unit, to the extent where I wouldn't have fun using them, so... That's kind of why, also.
Thank God the AI cannot use dual skills.
God, yeah. Can you imagine? I don't want to imagine.
Yeah, let's not entertain the idea.
Yeah. I think I kind of want to... Okay, no.
Yo, Laszlo. I started with a Drog.
Did you?
No, it was Olivia.
Am I allowed to ask how your summons went? Or is that confidential?
I would say they went okay for the amount of orbs I put in.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to spoil my video for you.
Yes, of course. But I'm glad to hear it was okay.
Yeah. Like, it could always be way worse.
For sure. And I'm hoping that won't be me today.
I definitely think entertaining at least.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that the right topic to start off with here is, why do you like Fafnir?
Well, I guess we sort of covered that in the intro, but
yes.
I just thought it was so incredible at the start because it's just like, oh my god, this is a story character with like actually incredibly overt expressions. Like that was it felt like such a new thing at the time, right?
The facial expressions?
Yeah, like how many memes were made from that first face of Fafnir alone? Like the one where he's got that open grin.
Yeah, like, we all know the one.
And I just felt at the time like, I just kind of got this vibe that Fafnir was really sort of like almost intelligent systems answer to like the Smile Reinhardt meme. Like I know that sounds like a stretch, but like I just felt like they kind of just like, hey, you know, Reinhardt's really popular and there's that one meme, why don't we kind of make a villain that does something like that, you know?
Yeah. That would actually be super funny if that was like their thought process.
I mean, we'll never know, but I like to think that they definitely at least always have Reinhardt on the back of their minds. If their current trends are anything to go with, a 16-minute summon a duel video narrated by Reinhardt, like that doesn't just happen out of nowhere.
No, we know the alt is coming, IS. Just show it to us.
Oh, I'm like so convinced we're getting something. Probably maybe not for a couple of months, but like I think there's something coming, and I feel like it's either like Resplendent Swordheart or a Mythic Thrud because they might share the same voice actor, or just like I don't know if we get like
that's so interesting.
Reinhardt. Well, okay, so I feel like because like it's in all of Reinhardt's descriptions and that sort of stuff, there is generally this one mention of like Thrud, or he looks like Thrud, or he like reminds them of a Crusader, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I feel like they would probably at least go for a similar voice actor, if not Chris Smith. Because like we only have, God, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. Ula? Euler?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it's pronounced.
It's like ruler, but without the R.
Yes.
So we only have Uller for reference. So Uller confirms that they will eventually consider doing the Crusaders. And they don't mind reinterpreting the character a bit, which I think is fine. But
Yeah.
I really think Thrud will probably be very much like Reinhardt. Maybe like an older Reinhardt, I'm not sure. We'll see.
Because that's all we really know about him, right? Is that he's similar to Reinhardt.
He's basically similar to Reinhardt, but with Ishtar's hair color, because Ishtar is Reinhardt's. No! Ishtar is Thrud's descendant.
Wait, hold on. I thought Thread had, like, Reinhardt colored hair.
No. So, Thrud is, like, the person who created the Dukedom of Frigga.
Okay.
All of the characters with white, like, pretty much all of the characters with white hair in the Ultra series, okay, that might be a bit of a generalization, but most of them with Ishtar's hair color have some lineage to Thrud.
Okay, so I guess he would have the same color just because of that.
So, like, I've made jokes about, like, Ultra Instinct Reinhardt before, because Thrud would be like Reinhardt, but with white hair and probably, like, his armor and stuff.
Fair.
Ooh, imagine if he was Armored Cav. That'd be interesting.
What would Armored Cav even look like? Like, what kind of unit would that be?
It'd be like 2 spaces, but, it'd be like a Cav, but they can only move 2 spaces, but they have high BST.
But then why are they a Cav?
I don't know, just so you can put a horse on it. Put him on a horse, it's funny.
I like the idea, but I don't know if in practice they would do something like that.
I mean, I don't think it'd hurt, right? What's wrong with more unit variety at this stage in the game? Alright, back to it.
Back to it. Not the greatest start, but that's okay. There really hasn't been much yet, so there's still a lot of room.
I mean, I was talking about it in my video as well. The fact that there is sparking... Ooh, this is a really good circle. The fact that there is sparking now, it makes it feel like the summoning's going quicker, because I'm not used to seeing a number when I'm doing seasonals.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go well beyond that spark, so I don't know how it's gonna feel after that. Yay!
Yo!
That's so exciting! Oh,
That is so quick.
I feel like we manifested that. Alright, what are the
You took your
IDs?
sweet time clearing out those barracks, so I came so you would stop.
Alright, we're not going plus res, but that's okay.
What, you don't want to do the plus res Fafnir? You don't want 1 res Fafnir?
Isn't res his lowest stat, like, by far?
He's actually really min-maxed, which I think is funny, because I swear I saw people being like, oh my god, Fafnir's res is so low, next to another unit that are just like, wow, did they really have to put so much into speed? They're not using it. And I'm just like, guys, Fafnir is like min-maxed.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually, like, just talking about him as a unit, I'm super pleased with what they did with him. He's a lot better than I was expecting, to be honest.
I mean, like, when I was watching the trailer, my thought wasn't that it's not going to be Fafnir. My thought was Fafnir's going to be the demote.
Yeah.
I was scared because, like, apparently, like, on the silhouettes the past 3 or something, the TT or the demote had been on the banner. And I'm just
most
like,
of the time that's the demote or the TT.
oh
in
no,
that slot.
please don't demote. Like, I know a lot of people, like, wanted Fafnir to be the demote so they could just plus 10 him right away easily, and I'm just like, yeah, but I want a unit that's going to be good to use. Whoa.
Close
What
counter?
year is it? Yo, give Fafnir close counter.
I mean, it's a thought. It's a thought.
I mean, I'm joking, but actually I was considering it. He does have
Yeah.
that high defense.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
really
actually
high
not
defense.
bad. And half no follow-up, and it doesn't even have to be player phase, right? It's also if he's within 2... Or
I'm
is it
not
solo?
sure about that, but I know he has guard, which is pretty good.
It's, let's see. If unit initiates combat or is not adjacent to an ally. Yeah, he gets the guard and the no follow-up and the stats, even in enemy phase, as long as he's solo.
Which I think is really cool, honestly. I kind of want more cabs that I can use in enemy phase.
Yeah, like mixed phase calves, we need more of them. Or
Like,
just
all I
straight
can
up
think of
enemy
is, like,
phase.
Dusel and Swordheart, the way I've built him.
I mean, there's like Lex, you could argue as
That's
well.
true, but Lex just basically disintegrates as soon as
Oh!
magic sneezes. Oh my god!
Hello? Okay, I'll take that.
This is fantastic. Let's hope for
I've
good
got like
IV.
a big smile on my face. Oh, plus defense is like
Plus defense.
acceptable for now.
That's crazy. That's the second IV I got as well. I got plus defense on my
Okay.
second one. Shit, whoops. Oh,
Spoilers.
sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to swear.
Oh no, that's okay. I literally said the F word on the channel for the first time the other week, so...
Okay,
It's
but that's
okay.
you. I'm a guest.
No, that's okay. Trust me, I've had guests on, like, I had Fedison on, I had Wiley on. Both of them dropped a couple F-bombs.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, to think you were so worried. See,
I
it's going
was.
great.
Oh yeah, I've got like a big smile on my face. I'm like, I was, guys, like for you, for the audience, I haven't been in a good state all day, honestly. I've been very nervous. I get very nervous over like big summoning sessions, and I think this is like the single most orb summoning session I've ever done, where like I've started out with this number of orbs. Because in the past, I think Legendary Claude Part 3 might have been more after I bought all those orb packs, but just to start off with, this is like...
That was like over time. This is like at the start.
Exactly, yeah, so...
And you're summoning for the character. You're not summoning for skills, you're not summoning because like they're good in Aether Raids. Well, I mean actually Fafnir is good in Aether Raids, but you're summoning because you like the character, and that is when the stakes feel their highest.
Well, that's what it was like that with Legendary Claude too, but there was color sharing, so... Oh yay, okay, I'm done with colorless.
There we go,
oh.
you got you caught the catch fodder.
Okay, she's 5-star as well.
5-star. Did you want
I don't think I had a rate. So I'm just gonna end this circle.
Lamau. Don't have to touch colorless anymore. Well, actually, you're still sparking, so are you gonna pull colorless still? Or?
No. That my plan is to get one of her, because I don't even have catch fodder right now, like I said, so I don't think it's good to plan too far ahead.
Yeah, I feel like me getting 2 liars might have changed things, but you know.
Not
I did say I wanted 2, because I have 2 Farinas, so, you know.
Yeah. I wish I had a Farina. I don't have any.
I didn't pull 3 of them, they just showed up.
Like, off focus?
Actually, well, I think Farina showed up on her original banner, but I wasn't pulling hard for her or anything.
Tickets?
Yeah, tickets, I think. And then the second one just showed up off focus, I think.
Nice.
She's
a pretty good unit. Yeah, to get
I mean,
focus.
yeah, she's a good unit.
But to get off focus, like, great option.
I mean, you could always get something like, I don't know, a Ranulf.
Yeah, there are much worse things in the pool.
When are we getting our next pool clean out again?
Actually, yeah, or probably anniversary, that would be my guess.
Yeah.
Right? Is that when they usually do it?
Yeah, I think that's around. It's around like Golden Week time. Or is it?
Is that near anniversary? Is Golden Week near anniversary?
Golden Week's like, oh god, you got me remembering dates off the top of my head. Golden Week is in April.
Okay.
It's in April.
And when's the anniversary? February?
I think so. I can't wait to be wrong.
Are you also a day 1 player, by the way?
So, I'm not exactly day 1. I started playing around the first Tempest Trials, and I remember this because I was summoning on the banner at the time, and it was the banner with Tharja and Robert and someone else on it, and I think I got a 5-star Tharja.
Oh, okay.
And boy howdy, was starting when a Tempest Trial was around not a good idea.
Wait, why? Because it was so hard?
Those Tempest Trials were so hard and I didn't even have fully built units. I think I was using a team of like Hinata, Tharja, and Odin, and like Camilla.
Oh, that's
4-star. It was rough.
You're right, looking back, and like we didn't have like stamina potion reserves either, so like you had to get it right.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not getting anywhere near the top. I was literally just like trying to get like a couple more orbs. That's it. So like I didn't get all the masked maths and all that. I didn't get quickened pulse until the second time they released it.
Oh.
Which I wanted it for a long time, and at the time we didn't know if steals were going to come back. And people were just like, you've got to have quickened pulse for your Reinhardt. I'm like, but I was only baby at the time.
Can we talk about how far this game has come? Like, God.
I have not played a mobile game long, ever.
I haven't played a game, period, this long, ever.
Hey, look, Slex, what were we talking about? Anyway.
He's already plus 10 for me, so, but I always appreciate seeing him come home.
You know what I'm like, as soon as you put a character that looks like Reinhardt around, I forget what I was doing.
Did you plus 10 him?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I absolutely plus 10 him. I only got him to plus 5, I think, on his initial banner, though.
Oh, I'm surprised you even pulled on that initial banner, not gonna lie, because 4-star...
I mean, the York banner was pretty nice to me. It kept giving me 5 stars, so I'm just like, I want more Lex copies. And I think I sparked another Azel.
Okay.
So I have like 2 Azels that I don't really use. I kind of just got them because, you know, I just kind of have a soft spot for the Yogdra series.
Yes, of course.
I think I I don't have all the FE4 units, but I think I have all of the FE5 units.
Including the seasonals?
Yes, I think. Because
Really?
I did get the Scion Leaf. They don't
That's
have
impressive.
many seasonals. A lot of the seasonals that could have been FE5 or FE4.
Fair.
I mean,
Yeah,
sorry,
I guess it's...
Price is FE4, I think. I'll just have to check. I'm pretty sure I have all of the FE5 units because it's not a big pool. It's really not.
It's not, no. And for the longest time, it was pretty much just Reinhardt and Olin, which was...
Yeah,
it was a
those
thing.
were interesting times.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not necessarily complaining, but I can understand why other people might be bothered by it.
Yeah, for sure. I think they've come a long way, though, and I hope they continue to add more characters, because I've seen, like...
I really do.
There's a lot of characters who are still to be added, Thracia.
I mean, I have a couple of characters I would love to be added. I would love Amolda to be added. I would love Salem to be added. There's a lot of, like, charming characters in the game. Like, even though a lot of them just have a couple of lines, like, they were either, like, really good in the story or they had a funny support.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, like, for the way Fire Emblem is, that's honestly enough to get you to like a character. Like, I feel
Some
like...
people can literally be like, I liked her headband, and then they
Yeah.
just, like, stay in the character forever. That's kind of one of the unique charms of the Fire Emblem series, I feel.
You're right. I love that. Everybody's got that one nobody character who they will defend to the ends of the earth.
Absolutely.
Speaking of that one nobody character, I've always been
is it
curious,
time?
like, about Reinhardt. What was your... How did that all start? You being a big fan of Reinhardt, I guess.
So, you want to go to, like, the start?
Yeah, the start.
Okay, so when I first started playing, I didn't really know a lot of the characters, right?
Yeah.
So I was just using whoever I had, and I think at the time I was using Odin for my blue tome.
He's not very good.
He was okay at the time, better than nothing. I had a friend who actually, like, was playing day one and was really familiar with the series and stuff. So I was showing them my barracks, and they're just like, oh, you got Reinhardt. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that guy. I got him in, like, my second ever circle. He looks nice. Is he good? And he's like, magic. He's one of the best units in the game at the moment. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
But he's a 4-star. And then he was just like, just focus on getting the badges. Because, by the way, we had to grind badges back then.
I remember that.
I literally, like, spent a week, I think, because you could only get the right colored badge on a certain day, I think.
Yeah, and you couldn't refresh training tower maps either.
And it sucked. There was a voting gauntlet at the time. So I literally, like, did my best on that VG as I could. And I just, like, grinded and grinded for feathers and badges. And finally 5-starred him. And, like, wow. Did things get easier after that point? And, like, you know, it just sort of, like, just kept rolling and rolling after that point. I started, like, hanging out on a couple of the, like, Fire Emblem fandom places, like Reddit and a couple other places. And I'm just like, hey, these guys seem to be having fun, like, making these little memes and edits. I know graphic design. I can do this stuff. And, you know, it just skyrocketed after that. I started making things. People were like, hey, this stuff's pretty good. And I just kept going. And it's been 4 or 5 years later now.
That's a really nice origin story. And, like, I don't know if you've heard mine, but mine is very similar too. It was, like, the experience of not knowing really anybody in the game, and then just getting Reinhardt and, like, wow, this character's very good and very fun to use. And yeah.
And also handsome.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Spark moment. Alright, do I have to take the spark now, or can I...
I feel like you have to.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna make you.
Alright, well... I already know it's gonna be Fafnir, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
I just had to cough.
Alright, let's do it. So
you
now
sure
I'm
you
at
wanna
what?
start off
Plus
with?
3? Oh yeah, of
oops,
course.
I'm late.
No, he's a plus 10 project. Like, yeah. I think the combination of the really nice art... Oh, look, it's Fafnir!
Oh my god, it's Fafnir! I would have never guessed!
But yeah, the combination of... I think this is stellar art. I was a big fan of, like, this artist's Resplendent Raven art as well, and I feel like this has a lot of the same vibes.
I didn't even know they did Raven. I only remembered, was it Winter Hilda?
No, it was
Hilda?
Summer Hilda.
Oh, okay, Duo Hilda. It was a Hilda. I'm just like, I've seen that name around Hilda
Yeah.
before.
So yeah, Summerhilda, Resplendent Raven, Resplendent Olincia, those are all arts that I adore. So, like, I couldn't have asked for a better artist, honestly. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm going Regan. I'm not about to get a 5-star liar here again.
Yo, off focus Olwen.
Okay.
That's what I was asking for, actually. It's just like, okay, I'm pulling blue. Can I have an off focus Olwen? I got an off focus Cliff at one point, and I'm just like, damn it.
I mean, he's got the fodder.
I know Cliff's good.
Is he 4-star special now?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah,
I still
remember that?
being
Remember when he
pity-broken
first
by
came
him.
out? Whoa, what's this Fortress Defense and Res? That's really good.
It's still good, but it's not as good as it used to be.
I feel like it's just more of a niche thing now. It's just for units that want visible bolt? Question mark?
I mean, yeah, like, I'll show you my Reinhardt build after this, but yeah, it's not the greatest skill. I mean, like, the thing is, like, how many other defensive-oriented good skills are there? There's, like, defense, res, catch. Very rare.
Well, there's stances and solos, I guess, but solos don't always
Solos
work.
are not good for an enemy phase or tank unit. They're not quite as good. But the stances are definitely very good, yeah. For a second, I thought
Plus,
she was
like,
a 5-star.
5-star Lilina. Damn.
The Resplendent arts always get me. Like, I
Yeah,
see them
oh.
and I'm like, wow.
Totally. I'll see them and I'm just like, which unit is this? Oh, it's Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Crom. There are so many red resplendents. Yo, 3 reds.
3 Fafnirs and we're at 4%. I'm manifesting 3 Fafnirs right here. 2 Fafnirs.
He's probably just like, aren't you being a little bit too brazen?
At least 1 Fafnir. That's what I'll go with now. Maybe that's enough to convince him to show up.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, he showed up a couple of times at least, and that's
Yeah.
always a plus on a seasonal banner.
Oh! Yeah, I called it!
You are getting so lucky.
I am! I'm so happy!
I am so happy for you. I'm glad this
Thank
is not
you.
proving to be a stressful session. Nobody likes a stressful summoning session.
Even the audience. I mean, like, I've heard it's good entertainment, but honestly, like, I feel like it's even better entertainment
I mean, like,
to see good
having
luck.
watched your Claude session, like, I just felt, like, really sad. I was just like,
Oh.
oh man.
Hello? I'll take that. It's my first copy.
I guess you got another character with dark hair.
Yeah.
Close enough, right?
Nice
Oh,
art,
you don't have a
too.
Shannon?
No, it's my first copy.
Congratulations.
He'll probably just be fodder, unfortunately.
I
but-
love the special art.
Yeah, it's so pretty. Alright, so I should be down back to 3, because I got a Fafnir, yeah. Because Pity
So how
Breakers
many
only make you
Fafnirs
go
do you have
down.
there? Like 4? 5?
We're gonna go count after this circle, because I feel like it's a good number.
It is a good number. You've also been consistently getting reds, which is good.
Yeah.
Red is always the color that shows up except when you actually need it. I remember like when I was summoning for Sword Heart, I'm like, I was literally getting 5 reds in the previous banner. This is bull. It's always
Yeah.
the color you want.
It's always the color you want. Oh, okay. Oh wait, for a second I thought
I
she was
thought
a
that was
5-star.
the 5 stars.
You know what it really
I've not
is? It's,
seen any of those.
it's art that we're not familiar with. It's always like
Yeah,
it's
it
the
is.
5-star
'Cause
feeling.
it's the unfamiliar silhouettes. It's also the big ones. Because like when I'm summoning green, like Raisin tends to trick me
Yeah,
out a
the big
couple
ones.
times.
And Valbar does it for me too.
Oh my god, yes, Velba. Velba and
Yes.
Benny. I don't mind getting Benny though.
Okay. Plus
Yeah,
4?
you got 5 Fafnirs.
Well, one was purchased and the other one was sparked.
But you
through
still got 5
purchase,
Fafnirs,
So,
you know?
you're right. Let's not diminish that.
5 Nirs?
Also, I'm like, do I go green now? I still want one of them. Maybe I'll just keep, maybe I'll throw one orb at
I mean, it's just like, are you willing to accept the possibility of a green pity breaker? Green is not
Yes.
the worst pool to get pity broken on, unless you get someone that should have been removed from the pool a while ago. Anyway.
that. Does green have anyone like that?
Yeah. So like, I always like to preface this, I have no problems with the character, but like, you know, there are sometimes just characters you're not happy to see. And for me, that's Ranulf. Ranulf seems to
Oh,
haunt my
yeah.
summons when, literally, only when I'm recording.
He
Only
knows.
shows up when I'm recording.
He's an attention hog.
He was actually, I'll do a little spoiler for the video. He was the first 5-star I pulled on this battle.
Oh, that must have been upsetting.
Well, I was just like, of course the character in this banner, where there's Lyra, who literally has a puppet of Ranulf, what is the first pity breaker I get? Not even a red one. It's Ranulf. It is like my third or fourth Ranulf that I have never intentionally summoned for, and all of the other ones were pretty much gotten when I was summoning for Dancer Heart.
Have you merged him?
I think I have him merged because, you know, he might get a good refine one day.
And he's got no fodder.
Yeah. And again, like, no problems with the character, it's just... Whew,
Just like, leave my summons in the summoning screen, please. Like,
go to someone who wants you. Go to someone, like, I see people that want this character, and I just would love to give it to them. I know that's never going to be a possibility, but I'm just like,
no.
You know...
Oh! Yo!
No! Talking
That's
about
awesome.
Ranulf reversed your luck. That's funny.
Thank you. Keep talking about your bad luck. Just kidding.
Yeah, bestie! No, it's okay.
We'll take that. Yeah, no, she's getting
That's basically
Deadeye.
neutral. That's basically neutral.
Yeah. Might give her Fire
Just-
Sweep too.
Yeah, I've been saying to people, well, I just like if you give her Wind Sweep or something, that'd be pretty good.
No, well, Wind Sweep is not good because
Oh, wait.
she got her PRFB skill, but Fire Sweep, yeah.
Right. Sweep skill, just get a broom, she'll be fine.
Yeah. Also, this is awesome. Like, I don't need to summon anything other than red now. Like, literally, no, nothing. Sorry, Regan, but you're not a priority.
But I want to be with my brother!
That's okay. She could be with him in the paralogs.
I mean, you have regular Regan.
I do. We all do.
I'm just thinking about, we finally have the family back together now.
Aw. Yeah, true. I have Odor, too.
I'm only missing Note of the well-noted A-Tree. I would like to get them sometime. And now that Sparks are a thing, man, I'm just kicking myself because I went in like reasonably hard on that legendary banner with A-Tree and Thor because I wanted either Note or A-Tree, and I got Thor.
I really wish we could have traded luck on that banner.
I would have gladly taken the. Hey, look, there's Rayson. I would have gladly taken that single A-Tree and given you my 3 Thors.
Pain. These banners. You know what? Yeah, so talking about the Spark, like, it should exist for everybody. Like, hands down, there should be some
Like, no
option for
questions.
free to play.
Everybody
Yeah.
should have this option. But they've clearly said, we don't want to do that. That is what Intelligence Systems has said. I don't know why. I don't know how
I mean,
they
we
made
know
that
why.
decision.
We know.
Well,
It's to get more people to occasionally buy Fade Pass, I think.
and it does add value to the Fey Pass, but it just really should be something that everyone gets.
Yeah. My issue
But
is
it's
it
not.
does add value to Fade Pass, but it could also add value to Fade Pass if it was also just significantly cheaper than for non-Fade Pass users. Like, if non-Fade Pass Spark was like 80 summons, I would still be getting Fade Pass for that, you know? Like, it's still such good value. Like,
They could have handled it in different ways, in my opinion. They could have done that. They could have maybe given, like, Fey Pass users,
An
like,
extra
a couple of
spark?
Yeah, an extra spark. I would have gladly sparked Fafnir twice, hands down.
yeah.
But I guess it is what it is for now, and I'm not gonna ignore the opportunity to get a guaranteed legendary or seasonal because I have been royally screwed over by both of these banners several
Yeah.
times. I could probably
We all
list.
have. We've all got
Yeah.
a story or two from these banners, at least.
You probably have like an incredibly prominent one because like I got to 13% once, but you know, was it 13? Maybe it was 11, somewhere around that. Once you
a
start
large
getting
number.
to like 11, 12 on a legendary banner, you're just like bait.
The desperation. And then you get
Everything's
pity
bait.
broken by the unit you don't want.
I literally had that happen to me, and I got the 2 units I wanted the least with the worst IVs for both of them.
Who were those units?
So at the time, I don't remember who I was getting, but it was Halloween Kagero and Spooky Mer.
Oh.
And I got like a plus speed Spooky Mer and like a minus attack Kagero.
Well,
Kagero?
Mer's getting a refine, so let's hope it's
I mean,
good.
yeah, I guess. I don't really use dragons or armored dragons, but if she has a good refine, I guess.
Yeah, she has
Actually,
a good
that's a
refine.
lie. Because from the double special banner, I got Awakening Mer, and she's been really good for limited battles.
Yeah, for limited hero battles. So
Because you
maybe
can
this
use them
one
in
will be
2
too.
different ones. And my Awakening cast is pretty lackluster because I don't have like Legendary Chrome or Legendary Chrome or anything like
Legendary Chrome.
that. When you forget to turn off the memes when you're recording.
We've got a Google Chrome emote in the server, but like Chrome, Google Chrome.
Not the Google Chrome plus 10.
Chrome as someone who's come home for me way too many times, I don't even remember when was I summoning blue. I don't know, but I have like 4 of him. So
I mean,
must have
not
been
a bad unit to have maxed.
Well, I'm not merging him. Well, speaking of Crom, no. I'm
Oh
not
my
merging him.
god.
He's fodder.
The game can hear us.
Yeah.
Fafnir, 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 Fafnir.
Manifesting it. We've been like sort of skipping on the reds lately, so I could use a couple. There you go.
The game is scarily listening to you. It's
I just have to speak
terrifying.
it into existence, and it will happen. Okay, maybe not there, but the next one.
Game's like, hold up, hold up, hold up. Don't you get too braggy now.
Yeah. I'm so unused to seeing such a big orb number at the bottom of the screen. This is really weird.
I feel that. I feel like the most orbs I've ever had at one time was like 600.
Uh-huh.
And I think I didn't even like use it all at once. I think I spent like 200 on a legendary banner and then a couple more on a seasonal.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I really wish I'd had the foresight of this banner because then I wouldn't have summoned on the ninja banner. Anyway.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have summoned on the Thor legendary banner at all. Like, I want to take those orbs, those 450 orbs back.
And I knew that this was always a chance, but I guess, I don't know, I was worried that he would have been the D mode, or maybe they would have just done like a duo unit and Regan would have been in front.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting duo Regan and Fafnir, and you're right, there is a certain level of like less excitement when your favorite unit is the cheerleader rather than the lead, so...
I would say the only thing you have to do to fix that problem is just let us swap the duo units around. It doesn't even have to be in the art, just let us swap the sprites around.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I actually have duo units turned off by default, just because...
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah, so you can turn off the cheerleader.
Oh. That's upsetting for the cheerleader.
I just do it because, like, it makes things a bit cluttered for me, plus, yeah, you know. I just like to, like, focus on the main unit. Mm-hmm. If Reinhardt's a cheerleader ever, I'm going to have to turn it back on. Don't do that, Intelligence Systems. I know you're listening.
Unfortunately, I can't imagine a duo where he would be the lead. Can you?
I mean, I can think of hundreds of Reinhardt ults where he'd be the lead, but that's me.
Yes, but realistically, from IS's point of view.
I feel like a lot of people have said, like, I don't want this ult, but a lot of people are saying maybe, like, Child Olwen and Reinhardt's the lead.
Why would Reinhardt be the lead? Because he's more popular, I guess? Now in FEH?
I feel like because he's the older brother and he would be protective of his sister.
Thematic. Yeah.
I mean, you could say Olwen could be the front as well, but like...
Girl, I've gotten like 10 of you. I know you like me. Yeah, no, they were all just Deathblow 4 fodder.
I would like more Deathblow 4 fodder, says the Reinhardt fan.
For the longest time, I was running Deathblow 4 until Speedheart happened.
I literally had to spark to get my first Deathblow 4. She would not come home. I think I spent like 300 orbs just trying to get one copy of her. I should have just sparked. It's sad because I actually really wanted to get Brave. It's one of the few CYLs where I'm just like, yes, I want this character.
For fodder.
No, I actually just wanted Hector because...
Oh, okay.
You know, he was a good unit at the time and he is still a fantastic unit because of his refine.
He's crazy. He's still one of the best units of the game, period.
Mm-hmm. I actually have, like, all the Hectors, I think.
Nice. Oh, God. Oh.
Except OG, because I foddered it to give Sword Heart DC. Oops, anyway.
Which one are we going? Which one are we feeling here?
Let's go bottom. Bottom left.
Regan?
Wait, why are you summoning blue?
Because I'm done with green. So I don't need any more green. Okay, that's good.
I was gonna laugh if that was gonna be Reinhardt.
What's your opinion on his Resplendent art compared to the OG?
I am biased as hell, but I love his Resplendent art. It's obviously quite different from his normal art. Like, both like color theme and like hair color, and oh god, we're not getting to this on video. We'll be here all day.
Yes, the hair color discussion.
I will do something about that one day. I will probably make a video or something about it. I feel like it's just something funny to talk about. But like, I like it. I really do like it. I can see why a lot of people like would prefer the Kaboom art, and that's fine. But I love the theming of the new art. I think the artist did a really good job, especially in the attacking and special art. The attacking and special art absolutely pops off.
Oh yeah,
I feel like if you had to tell me which one was his weakest, I'd feel like maybe his injured art, but I think they're all fine. I have no problems with any of the art.
Yeah. I leave it on. I mean, I still can't decide if I like that one more or the OG, but it's like shiny and new, so.
The voice lines are like absolutely, like the audio quality is like noticeably better because Reinhardt is such an old unit. His audio quality has improved immensely, and I will probably never be able to go back.
Not even for the Magic is Everything.
Like, I mean, that is pretty classic. I would love if they did like a refurbished version of that line, if that makes sense.
I mean, the gates have opened was sort of like the...
I mean, the gates have opened. Like, all of his special lines, the delivery is incredible. Chris Smith is such a good voice actor.
I agree.
I'm glad that the guy's, like, getting the recognition he deserves finally. After... Well, I say finally, but, like, I feel like a lot of people, after watching the Summoner Duels video, were just like, wow, he puts in, like, a lot of, like, emotion and expression into the voice. Like, he did a fantastic job.
That's why I would love to see, like, a fun Reinhardt alt. Like, a non-serious Reinhardt alt, where, like, Chris Smith kind of, like, gets to explore that, like...
I feel like we get, like, a little
energy.
bit of that. Like, Reinhardt, like, nearly sometimes, I feel like he's, like, almost feels a bit awkward when he's not being serious. Like, there's a couple of his lines where he's just like, oh, well, she must be happy then. And it's almost just, like, this, like, tough facade that... Well, I'm not saying tough, like, this... stern, stoic exterior that he's probably been trained to have, like, it's just sort of like peeling away a little bit, and we just get this glimpse of this kind of like, just this sort of like soft, quieter Reinhardt. I feel like, you know, like in the comic where he was in the library, that's the sort of Reinhardt. He's just like, I love reading books and I love helping others learn about magic and stuff.
Okay,
Teacher alt Reinhardt win.
Hear me out. You know the big man doesn't budge. You know that line. I think we all know that.
The big man doesn't budge!
Exactly. So I would love more exploration of like the silly side too.
Yeah. Don't go swimming, guys. You haven't put on your sunscreen.
Summer Reinhardt would unironically be great. I know you're not like the keenest on the idea, but
I mean, like, we could have lifeguard Reinhardt. That'd be cool.
True.
I feel like he wouldn't mind doing that.
4.25. Come on.
I mean, you were being pretty lucky before.
Okay.
4.25 feels unlucky when you've been getting him at, like, base and 3.2.
Yeah, you're right. Am I up to 4.5? Not yet. Alright.
So we've just gone under 400 orbs?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just joking. I can't say tone indicators in real life, but yes, I was joking.
Anyway, /J.
Yes, /J. I've actually sort of started saying that in real life sometimes, but I'm
pretty sure you've
cringy.
said like /J and /series and IRL.
Yeah, it's a little silly, but yeah. Especially considering
at least you
that
don't accidentally say family or something.
I do say it to my sister.
Once you just said what, and I'm just like, don't worry about it.
Actually, have you started calling the people? Oh, okay.
Okay, this is crazy.
I'll take that.
I actually got a Volk as well.
No way.
We can give Fafnir lethality if you want. Or
Oh, wait, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I didn't even think of that. 100%.
And you know what's so funny? In the reaction video that I didn't end up posting, I said, oh man, I'm kicking myself because I didn't spark Volk. And what happens? What happens? This happened to me during Dancer Reinhardt summoning as well. I said, man, I wish I'd got Ground Ball Death Fodder. I got a Brave Micaiah.
That's amazing. The game knows.
It's just crazy. The patterns that start showing up after you've been playing one of these games for so long.
I feel like it's us just looking for meaning in it, though. You know, like, there is no meaning.
It's definitely us trying to give meaning to numbers. But
gotcha.
You know what? I think it doesn't hurt too much, and I think it's fun.
Oh, another one? I've gotten multiple.
Yeah, I haven't seen this guy for a long time.
I like his art a lot.
I remember when he came out, I used to have to be careful around him because he could actually kill Reinhardt.
He was the one red who could actually kill Reinhardt easily.
Which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Ah, man, nostalgia.
I know, like talking about this with a fellow like really early player, because I was a day one, but it's close enough. It really does, like, I realized like the game has come so far, not just okay.
Oh.
Aversa already has Red Duel Flying 4, and you are my nemesis.
But now you can do the Summoner Duel meme. Oh my god.
Ah, yes. Minus attack. Alright, who's getting whatever else she has? Attack res rain? Who needs that? I don't know. We'll figure it out. My Dancer Reinhardt doesn't have a rain yet, so that's
Mine
an
does.
option. Well, mine does not, so unfortunately we're back down
Not
to
me
3.
singly summoning Plumeria just to give him a rain skill anyway.
Oh, don't say that in front of me.
I'm sorry, bestie. I needed to do it for the Rhine.
It's okay.
The Reinhardt
I forgive
compels
you.
me.
I forgive you, but only because it's Reinhardt.
Oh, I wouldn't be foddering a 5-star, or my only copy of a 5-star for any other unit besides Reinhardt.
Did she
Okay,
not get a
maybe
Resplendent?
Fafnir.
Did she? Did she not get a Resplendent, or am I thinking of someone else?
Are you getting her mixed up with, like, Est, or, like, any
No, there
of
was
the
a
other
blue-haired one.
Landsflies?
Oh, Shanna. Oops. I'm like,
No,
Shanna
I've done
got
that
a
before.
Resplendent.
I've literally done that before.
Sorry to all the blue-haired Lanceflyer fans out there, but they're
There's a
hard
lot
to
of
tell
characters
apart.
in this game. It's hard to keep track of them all.
Yeah.
It's like how when we saw the silhouettes, people were like, is that Reinhardt?
I think those of us who are Fafnir fans were like, it's not Reinhardt.
Well,
It's
see, because
Fafnir.
like the thing is, it's really funny because I'm just like, yes, as someone who's really familiar with Reinhardt and other characters of Slickback hair in this game, that's actually Fafnir because you can tell on the left side of his head he has a larger indentation. That is unique to Fafnir. Also, his ears are more prominent than Reinhardt.
The ear thing I did not know, but the hair thing, yeah.
I think I actually saw that from someone else, but like, I'm just like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Fake
Because
fan.
Reinhardt's hair is like way more
Jay.
puffier. Around the sides at least. Or maybe he's just got smaller ears. I don't know. All I know is that it is like very noticeable for Fafnir's ears. Also, it's probably the crown like pushing back his hair a bit.
Yeah, true. Actually,
I
what
got
are
a
your
lot of
thoughts
arguments
on
about-
what are your
Oh, sorry,
thoughts
you
on
go.
them making him like
Still possessed.
exactly? Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
I think it's an interesting angle because I had actually personally thought that the new result would be like a Fafnir before the crown was added, or maybe like a redeemed Fafnir from
Yeah.
another world where we were able to save him. But we've still got this. It seems to be like perhaps a Fafnir that is from a time that is a bit before when the crown like really started to
Yeah.
make him go crazy. Because he's not
Yeah.
talking about headaches.
No.
He's not being like, I need to go and find things and like what he was in the story.
Yeah.
I need to go find my wife.
The wifing kids.
The wife reveal was so funny.
It was
that's
very
what
out of
that
nowhere.
But just like people would just be like, this little guy's got a wife. You kidding me? There was so many people saying that and I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, he's one of the few Fire Emblem characters who. No! Go away!
Oh man, what did Kajel ever do to you?
I've already gotten her, that's what! I've already been
yes.
broken by her.
What, you don't want premium Effie?
That's so upsetting. At least I was only at 3.25. Anyway, back in.
Oh, that happened to me so much. I would be talking about something and then a 5-star would appear and I would completely lose track of what I was talking about. Anyway,
It's hard not
Fafnir's
to.
wife.
Yes, Fafnir's wife and kids. What was? Oh, I was
Somebody
saying.
that we could have gotten like a New Year's one where it was actually his wife and kids, but like, I guess they were never really going to be fully established as characters.
No, I don't see them doing something like that. Like, we're never gonna see what Dorcas's Natalie looks like, and she actually has a name. And Fafnir's wife does not even have a name. We don't know anything about her. Yeah,
Hopefully he brings them back some New Year's gifts.
true. Well,
But
I mean,
I actually do kind of really like, because like I really like the idea of this New Year's old that is still like kind of like clearly a villain. Like I don't know if evil's the right word, but he's clearly
Yeah.
like, I'm going to leave as soon as your contract is over.
yes.
And he's like, you're so lazy, it's a good thing I'm here to help you out. He literally,
I
like,
love the British
it's like,
accent.
stop being lazy. Fafnir's the person that's like, why aren't you working? It's the 2nd of January.
It's the 1st of January, and why aren't you working? For me, it's still the 1st.
Oh, hello from the future. Hello from the
What's it
other
like there?
side. But yeah, I'm actually a big fan of it. I think it's funny. It's funny how it's just like, Happy New Year's! And Fafnir's like, oh, Happy New Year's. This kimono's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I love that line where he's like, you know what, this is suitable. I'm okay with this.
This
But
kimono
reluctantly.
is suitable. Here, a gift. It's customary to give gifts to those beneath you, he says, as he's ascending a ladder to be able to even hand you a gift.
Wait, do we have a canon height for him, or is that just us
I
making fun
don't
of his
know.
height?
All I know is he's okay. So despite the fact that he's not, oh, I'm gonna butcher this, a Devega, whatever they.
Tvergar, I think.
Devega, yeah. He
yeah.
is still like at least the same height according to the sprite because like he still fits in the mechs.
Maybe they made him a large mech. I don't know what to say. That's a cursed thought, though.
Bigger mech. There's two ways this is go. Fafnir's really tall and nobody points it out, or Fafnir is just so short that he fit into their society without anybody noticing.
Yeah.
The short king.
He's literally a short king. Like,
Yeah.
literally.
I think it's implied that he's slightly taller than Regan and Otor.
And do we have heights for
At
that?
least Regan. No, not yet. We've got to wait for the second art book, I guess. If he's
So what's your
taller than
headcanon?
Alphonse, I'm going to riot. I've always said like 4'5".
Why that specifically?
Because I feel like making them any shorter would be a bit absurd. Because Regan and Opal have to be shorter than Fafnir, and that makes them
True.
like 4 foot. Why did you headcanon him to be like 3 feet high?
No, I really haven't thought about the exact number, but I definitely think he's under 5 feet tall.
I mean, like, bestie, I headcanon Reinhardt to be 7 feet tall. You might be asking the wrong
We all
person.
know that's not quite true, but
You can't prove me wrong until they do a remake of the game and give us the canonical height. Reinhardt could be a tree, and you don't know. You can't.
Can't we can people sort of get like context clues by comparing him to people who do have canon heights? Like, isn't that a thing?
Everybody's art in this game is made by different artists, and they probably aren't really given height references besides like tall.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually curious, like, from the other arts that Reinhardt has gotten, like, compared to the other... If, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if one of his artists has another character drawn who does have a canon height, if they could...
I feel like Reinhardt has, like, he's at least 6 foot something. Like, he's at least, like, cubit height, if you ask me.
Yeah. My guess would probably be, like, 6'3". I know that's quite a bit lower than 7 feet, but that would be my guess.
No, but it's funnier this way. Because then you have Reinhardt talking to Fafnir, and you can barely see the top of Fafnir's head.
How would that work? I'm just imagining like Reinhardt like carrying Fafnir around on his shoulder or something.
I mean, I have had several plans where it's just like, yes, Reinhardt is giving Fafnir a piggyback, and that's the duo ult.
That would be adorable.
Onwards, my steed.
My steed. In battle, a mage knight should be equipped with more than just
one Fafnir.
yeah.
Dual welding Fafnirs.
Oh god.
No, Reinhardt throws Fafnir at the.
That is the
enemy.
weapon.
That's how he attacks.
Fafnir is the weapon.
And Fafnir is just like.
I could imagine him doing that with that look on his face. You know the one.
I call him Tiny Feral Gremlin for a reason.
I referred to him as Gremlin the other day, and someone was like, "Oh, like is he like a dwarf like Regan and Oder?" I'm like, "No," but Gremlin still makes sense. I feel like.
I mean, what else are we gonna call him? Height challenged?
He's okay. Magic. How tall are you? Are you taller than 4'5"?
Okay. I didn't ask for this personal attack.
Just kidding.
That's true though. But see, I only really make short jokes about Fafnir because he makes himself out to be so big.
He's emotionally big.
He's emotionally big and he's smug as hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think it's like proper to make fun of people's height.
No, absolutely not. No. But these are pixels on a screen.
And
I will make fun of
Fafnir
them.
is an evil person.
I mean,
We know he's like, what's the word I'm thinking of? He's like
villainous?
he's got a bit of a traumatic past. Like he doesn't necessarily mean to be evil, but he still does.
Misunderstood. Is that the word you were looking
Misunderstood. Maybe we'll take that. Oh, you don't have Resplendent Moth?
I bought Resplendent when Reinhardt was released, and that was my first Fey Pass.
I actually had it since Olwen.
When was Olwen? How much before?
Olwen was 7 months before Resplendent Reinhardt.
Ah, okay.
I actually was going to cancel it after that month and wait, but then we got Resplendent Julia, and I'm just like,
You'll just keep it.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah. It's been a while, but The next 5-star will be a Fafnir.
Damn, a unit taking this long to show up would be pretty lazy. Is Fafnir being lazy?
I know,
Fafnir, are you
right?
being lazy?
He needs to pick up the slack.
I was gonna laugh so hard if he was gonna show up immediately after I called him lazy.
That would be funny, but
How
unfortunately
dare
not
you
just.
insinuate that I, Fafnir, the king of Nivalier, am lazy?
Come on, King. It's time. It's time. 3.75, you got this.
I swear, Fafnir, if you show up, I'll bump you up to 4-6.
No.
Drog actually kept showing up for me as well. It's really funny. Do you
I
notice
just-
that when you
What?
start summoning, like, does one unit just keep showing up that summoning session?
Yeah, there are definitely some that are more common than others, but yeah, I think that's just inherent with randomness. You end up with variations like that.
No, let me find meaning in the numbers. Let
I
me
want
humanize
to.
the summoning session.
I want to, but I just want Fafnir even more, so 4%. Come on, several Fafnirs in this circle. I'm manifesting it. Okay.
The chance is there.
Prayer circle.
4-7.
Oh.
4-7. Damn it.
So, legendary Fafnir, or mythic Fafnir, what are your thoughts on when that might happen?
Well, we just had a blue legendary, and that's pretty much the only reason I'm not thinking anytime soon. And by anytime soon, I mean like 1 or 2 months, because I don't know how often they like swap between colors, but they don't do the same color back to back.
And how often do they like release alts of the same character? Like what's the closest that they've ever done that?
Because I'm trying to, for an OC in particular, I feel like it was Hirid. Hirid was released as
Really?
legendary, and then he came out as a New Year's unit not too long after.
I think you're right. I think they were very close.
So
Please
I
don't be
would
Dagger.
honestly.
Please don't be Dagger. Please. Oh, thank you, Lex.
Thanks, Lex.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, Lex. Thank you, Axeheart. I need to do a new chart of that actually. Now that we've got the new Fafnir.
Oh
Small heart, Alolan edition.
So true.
What were we talking about? Oh crap.
Legendary and Reed and
That's right. So I feel like the earliest is.
No, not Megan.
Did you say a legendary? I heard my brother was here.
Girl,
Happy New Year's.
girl, I don't want you. I
Why do
want
you
your
look
brother.
sad?
Mine is speed.
Do you
Okay.
hold my Otosh?
She's fodder. I don't.
Aww.
I'll trade her up first though, but God, that was the worst time. 4%.
Hey, you were getting tons of Fafnirs at way lower before.
Yeah, but it's been so long since the last one. I think it's been like several hundred orbs since the last one, in fact.
I mean, that's how a lot of seasonal banners do go.
I despise this game.
I despise this game. Just give me the handsome JPEG already.
Exactly. You
But
get it.
yeah, I think Fafnir is like earliest February or March, probably. Which is fine for me. Gives me more time to save up for him, or to save up for other units. I would
Yeah.
rather not have all of the Fafnir. Well, okay, there is a part of me that wants all of the Fafnirs to be available at the game at once, but that's not a smart part of me.
No, that's the wallet part of you.
No, that's the I want more tiny Reinhardts part of me.
No, but I mean like your wallet would have to come out for something like that.
Yeah, that's true. The wallet may come out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because I'm just glad that they made Fafnir good, and I kind of want to just be like, intelligent systems, good job.
Yeah. Y'all did good with him. Character-wise and unit-wise.
Mm-hmm. Very happy. I wonder how Reinhardt feels about Fafnir being called Tiny Reinhardt.
You wonder how Reinhardt feels?
Yeah.
I don't know, why don't you ask him?
Are you implying I am greasy? Fafnir's like, what did you just call me? And then
They'd be friends.
you just see Fafnir like gnawing on Reinhardt's ankle, and he's like trying to shake him off his leg. Summoner, I require assistance.
Girl, I know you love me, Celica, but come on.
Game's like, hey, you want a red unit? that comes in multiple kinds. That's not Fafnir.
Unironically, the amount of regular Celica, Fallen Celica, and Brave Celica that I've gotten is very high.
I actually feel that. I think I have a +1 Fallen. I think I had a couple of Braves. And I think I have like a +4 regular.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at least I have the Forma for the Fallen one. I took the Forma, so she's got like a good build. So
really,
I'll take that merge. Yeah.
Why?
Because I had a lot of Forma soul packs, and I got a good
Fair
build
enough.
on her.
I've only got 2. Which is
no, I'm being
the
exposed.
I feel like that's just a given at this point.
Okay, it didn't used to be, but
you're having fun, and you're
Exactly.
investing into something that you're having fun with. I'm having a
Yeah.
blast. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like,
as
much as the pain is present until I get the next Fafnir, it's still been a lot of fun.
I mean, like at worst, you've got a +4 Fafnir. That's not.
It's not bad, no. It's just like I do want to finish him at some point, and like double special heroes, we all know what those are like.
Plus, you'll be able to spark on those banners as well.
But that's just one.
But legendary.
Oh, you think they'll rerun him on a legend? Do they do that with the seasonals?
Yes.
Do they?
They do. I thought they do. Did they change that?
I thought no, they never run them on seasonals on legendary anymore because now they just stick them on double special heroes. And
Wow.
that's the only
Okay, that
rerun.
goes to show how often I summon on legendary banners.
Yeah, I wish, but no, it's just double specials now, and then they're
The question
they're
is,
rerun next
who
year.
would he be sharing with, and do you think it would be worth just maybe going on that banner?
I don't know. So I think it would be Manuela, which like no thanks, no, I don't want that. Like
There is a
she's
lot
the
of free
4-star
units.
4-star focus, and like she's the one right before, right? Is that not how they usually do it? Either the one right before or right after?
God, not you exposing me how little I pay attention to things that don't have Reinhardt in them.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm wrong here, but I feel like that's how it usually is. Like they skipped over
I
Summer
feel like
Caspar.
that's right. I do remember like seasonals not showing up as much on legendary banners after the double special heroes.
Yeah, now I'm pretty sure it's just not at all.
Reinhardt ever showed up on a legendary banner. Oh man, I'm so glad I didn't just get a bunch of vaults when I was subbing for him. Double special banners was actually really good for me.
Yeah, and then you
Probably
had one that was really
only-
bad for you, right? Like with the
Yeah, the first one, I think I did like 400, 300 orbs and I only got like 2 copies. It's been a while. I'm probably wrong, but it felt rough.
Yeah, color sharing
just-
just always feels rough.
But hey, we know now at least you can get one, and that's something.
I know. It's just like if I don't get like super lucky in these last few orbs, I'm probably gonna have to wait until next year's rerun to +10. But you know what? That's okay. I'll still be playing this game, unfortunately, in a year's time.
I'll still be playing this game, unfortunately. Hate it here. Hi, Fafnir. Hate it here.
I know. What do I even go now? I'd have all of you. I don't want any of you.
Which one would you rather get a 4-star special or focus from?
I guess Regan. Then I can more easily fodder off one of them. Okay,
Damn.
I'll take a 3-star even more. Oh, this is my first Bernard!
Benny! What?
So, the besties and I call him Bernard.
Okay. I was like, have I been calling him the wrong name this whole time?
No, his name is Benny, but we call him Bernard, and I think it's really funny, so I call him
That's
that.
cute. That's a cute name.
Yeah.
Actually, his name is Bartholomew III.
Fafnir, please, I'm begging, it's been so long.
Alright,
I've
Fafnir.
got the wife and kids right here.
4'8".
Come on.
4'8". Limited offer.
No,
So why
5
do you think
feet.
Fafnir's 6 foot? Don't talk about it.
Come on, Fafnir, you're 5 feet tall, please.
You are a short king. Emphasis on the king.
Oh god. I'll
The
be
thing
happy
about
with
Red
one
is-
more at this point.
You summon so many units that are like from the start. It's just like, damn, the year 1 crew really showed up, hey?
I know. It's like, I got so lucky at the beginning, and I'm like, it makes sense that I would be less lucky now, but boy does it feel rough. I'd rather they were spread out.
Yeah, same. Because you just get to a point where you're just like,
Pala again? Drog again?
Drog again? Is that my 100th Roy?
I don't even want to talk about Roy. I've got a 5-star plus 10 of him, and I regret it every day.
Well, I have a friend who actually has like several super invested Roys, so you know, I appreciate Roy through their efforts, but
Yeah.
yes, I am happy to not have.
Please don't be
many of
Dagger and
them.
Not. Please don't be Dagger and Not. Okay. Hey, Faye.
Hey
I
Faye.
love Faye. She's cute.
I see we both do the same thing where we're just like, hey unit, how's it going?
Yeah, just say hello. Hello, Fafnir. Hello. Oh, 2 of you.
Hey
Wonderful.
Fafnir. Oh, is that an item of incredible power that would probably be dangerous if falling into the hands of a villain? Oh no, I just dropped it. If only someone was here to grab it, not you, Kane.
You know what? I always welcome canes. I got to the point where I was upgrading people to 5-star just to get Wings of Mercy 3, so I'll take canes.
I just remember getting Kane as a 5-star on the first.
No.
On the, I don't know what it was, but it was a banner that had Ike and Julia on Raid Up, like a Hero Fest.
Uh-huh.
A really old banner, and Kane was like one of my first ever red pity breakers because I was trying to get Ike and Julia. And I think I ended up getting like 1 Julia after like 300 whoops.
Ouch.
Which felt like a lot back then.
Speaking of ouch,
It's only 3.75.
that's a big number.
I know it's a big number, but the game is not giving you reds, so you just have to do what you can.
Oh, hello again. I'll plus 10 another one of you. I want to resplendent for her. I think she deserves one.
Actually, that is more Tiki. Hi, I'm Tiki.
Tika. I always wonder why they gave Tiki a British accent. I just don't understand it.
It's Tuesday, isn't it, Summoner?
Can you just imagine Tiki like saying like mate and or no, that's you Australians who say that. So right? That's an Australian thing.
I'm Tiki, mate. Anybody seen that Marth guy? Where's that bloke gone now?
I love how your Australian accent is just like a slightly exaggerated version of your normal voice.
I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
No, you're absolutely right. I just find it funny in a nice way.
That's how I tend to sound when I'm tired, actually. I feel like I sound like my accent is the most strongest most time. I'm just like, oh, Struth, mate, I'm buggered.
Buggered is like tired, right?
Yeah.
Y'all have any other slang that you could teach me?
I could teach you a lot of Australian words. Not all of them might be appropriate.
Okay, appropriate slang then.
Okay, so there's bloke and Sheila for guy and girl.
Sheila?
Yeah. It's like, oh,
Okay.
you ever seen that Sheila before? I feel like she's new.
Okay.
Nah, mate. Probably got blown in from Timbuktu. Well, we are in the middle of whoop whoop.
What does that mean? The middle of nowhere?
Middle of nowhere.
Oh, you've manifested it!
Yay! We got
Let's
Fafnir in the middle of
go!
whoop whoop.
Oh, I'll show you lazy fools how to truly celebrate the new year.
Really, mate? It seems like he got lost at the last junction.
I know, right? Also, it's looking like it might be a trait fruit moment. Because I haven't gotten any
I mean,
good
you've
ones
got
yet.
plus defense, though.
I want to eventually ascend him, so... Yeah.
I'm still contemplating if I should put him in my summoner supports. I feel like Reinhardt would be offended.
Wait, there are only 3 Reinhardts, so you can fit him in one of the 5.
I have summoner supported 5 Reinhardts.
Oh, because you have multiple. Okay, yeah.
I have 3 plus 10 5-star blue Reinhardts.
How do you feel about that?
Why? Because I couldn't just let them go. I had to make them strong.
When's the 4th
I've
one
literally
dropping?
never turned a Reinhardt into a book. I literally have like 50 Reinhardts in my barracks.
Okay, so when's the 4th plus 10 dropping?
I don't know. I don't really need one. Plus, I like having a full summoner resort of Reinhardts.
Yes, but isn't it more funny to have like a literal full team of Reinhardts that you can have 4?
I just can't. I don't have the fodder for them. I don't have the
Oh.
fodder to make them good because
And
like
they all
I've
have
tried
to be
to go.
like premium.
Yeah, because like I've got like one that's plus defense, one that's plus speed, one that's plus res. Well, actually, that's what the next one's going to be, plus res.
Oh, so
and I
there's
just
gonna be
can't
an accent,
really.
I see.
Yeah. Maybe if I just get more fodder. I'm waiting for Attack Res 3 to be released at the moment because I would like to give my Dance
Attack
Heart
Res what?
Trace. Attack Res. Damn it! Why do I not say the catch? attack res catch 3. So I can give Reinhardt, Dancerheart attack res catch 4 and the trace in one go.
Wait,
Does
who's
he
got
need
that?
the catch? That's Happy.
Oh, I see. You have a happy?
Yeah. I was going to spark her if necessary, but I think I got her in like 50 orbs.
Nice.
And I'm kind of kicking myself because I kind of wish I'd sparked a Constance or her as well. But you know,
Yeah.
I kind of was like expecting Fafnir, and the irony is that like he just didn't show up until now. There are so many units I probably would have done differently.
I mean, in hindsight, right? Like, we would all spend our orbs differently. I know
I wouldn't have touched the ninja banner.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have touched the ninja banner.
I wouldn't have touched Thor. God, 450 orbs in the drain. Well, not in the drain, but it feels
Doesn't
like
that
it
just
was
really irk you?
Yes, it does irk me. It really does. Alright, yeah, no, next 5-star I'm done. Next 5-star I'm done.
Okay, I hope it's soon.
I hope it's soon too.
Come on, Fafnir.
2 of you, come on. It's not too much to ask. What were we talking? We were talking about Australian slang the last time he showed up.
Oh, it's just because like I'm trying to. Yo, Fafnir likes Australian slang.
He loves
Good on
Australia.
him. What a top bloke.
Right. Okay, still not. Yeah, maybe I'll just stick with plus defense for now. I don't know, but I think this is the last one. Yeah, this is the last orb I will be pulling.
Come on, mate. How about you show up one more time?
No. Oh, do I have to go back in? No, I don't, right? I don't think it's a
You
good
said
idea.
the last 5-star. You could always summon later.
You're right. I think I might. Okay, what are we at right now?
You would have 6, I think.
7.
7. Damn. You did
Oh my
pretty
god.
well.
That's really freaking good, actually.
You got
So I
7
pulled
Fafnir
5.
plus.
Actually, no. No, I was just gonna say this is 50th percentile luck. I was looking it up. Oh wait, no, it's not because I didn't spend all of my orbs. If I had spent all of my 740 orbs, that would have been about the 50th percentile for 5 copies, which is what I did pull. So I was above that. I don't think I'm gonna push my luck right now. Maybe near the end of the banner. We'll see. But
You could do another mini session or something.
yeah, it might be a stream too. I don't know. Hey friends, so I'm back, literally like an hour after finishing that. I know I said I was gonna wait until the end of the banner, but 80 orbs is a number. I know I'm gonna go back on this banner anyway, so let me just like start summoning right now. You know, I could use a little bit more summoning. That's what's happening right now. Is it a bad idea? Probably. But am I doing it? Yes. So I mean, yeah, not much has happened. I'm super excited, you know, for the +6. I think that's a really, really good number to be at. I think if I leave this banner with +8 at the very least, I think that's a really good place to pick up for the double special heroes. Because when you rerun on the double special heroes, I will spark a copy, obviously, and also hopefully pull one along the way to the spark. Not really sure who he'd be sharing with, but I really hope it's not Manuela. Not that I don't like her, but just always sharing with the 4-star special just feels bad. Because you're going to get probably equally as many copies of the 4-star special at 5-star as you are of the unit you want. So, yeah. I would love to get Fafnir to +8, like, on this banner. Because then +10 should be in sight. What am I going to do with the +10 Fafnir? Good question. I guess I could stick him on my Cav line. Not really sure who he would replace, but I guess he could replace OG Claude. Like, as much as it pains me to say, I feel like he could replace OG Claude. That guy's, like, he needs to refine before he can start being good. I guess he could also replace Veronica, but Veronica does have odd recovery, so there's that. That actually still does help sometimes, because I don't know how many people really run safety fence. Also, I just want to say it's pretty interesting how I ended up getting all the focus units from this banner. I guess I wasn't really sniping, so it makes sense that I got, like, Dagger at least. I was pulling greens actively. But I certainly didn't want that Regan, but I have her now. I've had a couple people tell me she's actually really good, and, like, I think mine was bad IVs, so I don't really know if I'd want to pull, to keep her. I really don't know. Like, I'm still debating what to do with her. I'll keep her around for now, since cross spur attack really isn't that good. Oh, look at that. 4 Fafnirs right here. The last 4 to finish off the +10. That would be amazing. Starting it off good with the smoke. Okay, I always think she's a 5-star. I never recognize that silhouette. Really hope I get at least one with these orbs. That would be a nice way to end off my evening. Nope. It's a Gen 1 party up in here. And not in a good way. Come on. Okay, all 4 stars so far at least. There's that. Not the right one. I still am looking for plus speed for him though, so let's see if he's plus speed. Plus attack? Nope. My current one is plus attack, but I would like plus speed. Please, Fafnir. I've spent so many orbs for you. That is most certainly not Fafnir. Alright, 3.5, that makes sense. At least I have 1 red. It feels like I got a bunch of pity breakers on this banner too, so Fafnir would be nice. Not drug again. Literally, what do you do with him? Like, Brave Sword? Like, I don't need that much Brave Sword. I would love to get more reds in one circle than just that. Another one? Girl, go home. I foddered off like so many of you. I think I've literally foddered off like 8 of her for Deathblow 4. I'm sorry to all the Celica stands. I know you guys are out there, but I just don't need her. I don't need her. We need Fafnir. Alright, 1 is enough. 1 Fafnir is enough. I'll take the 1. Please. Not you. Miranda shows up a lot for me, and I don't want to build her. Alright, last chance. Maybe I may buy a couple orbs. We'll see. We'll see. I have farmed out every single free-to-play orb that this game has to offer. And it has all culminated in this. 3.75. Come on, Fafnir. We can do it. 1 Fafnir. That's all I need. Please. This would be so amazing. No. She showed up so much in this session. Alright. Well, I guess technically 1 more shot, and I'll probably buy a couple orbs. I do want to finish out this raid. Let's start with this one, and then I'll buy some orbs. This truly is a wallet moment. That is not who I was hoping to see. Alright. Which one is the best pack to buy? Probably the Shipless Pirate. Or is it the Orb and Ticket pack? I don't really know. Alright. Orbs acquired. We'll grab this. We'll use the free summon for the next thing, because I think we do get a free summon ticket for it. Of course it is a 3-star, but we still have a bunch of orbs after this. Let's go pick up the tickets. Let's do this one first. Let's cleanse our palate a little bit. Maybe we can get a Plumeria. No, that is most certainly not a Plumeria, but that's okay. What that means is that the free summon on the next one will be lucky. Okay. 1 red. It's enough for it to be Fafnir. There you go. Alright. +7, I mean... Minus attack, not good, but oh man, now I'm at 81 orbs and I started off at 81 orbs. I'm not doing that again, right? We're just no. We are actually saving until the end of the banner for now, or maybe at least until next week. We'll see. We'll see, but this is +7. It's a good merge too. He gets a speed and defense. Oh man, I'm about to go on Discord and tell the besties that I just went in for another copy. I don't know how happy they're gonna be with me, but I did get him. So yeah, Very, very happy with that. So yeah, for real, this is where the summoning video is going to end. Added on a couple more minutes, bought a couple more orbs, and we'll see how the rest of the banner shapes out. Pretty sure I will be doing a stream to get the last 3 copies if I can. And let me just quickly explain myself why I really didn't want to go into that stream needing 4 copies, because y'all remember Legendary Claude Part 3 when I tried to get the last 4 copies of him with a bunch of orbs, and it was a stream? Well, we all know how that ended. So this might sound stupid, but I really did feel like if I went into that summoning stream needing 4 more copies, I feel like I would have the exact same luck all over again. So it was really like a mental thing. Yeah, I don't think mentally I would have enjoyed that experience, and now I feel a lot more confident going into that. But yeah, no. Maybe I can even get the +10 this time. I don't know. My luck has been above average for sure. Also, I think plus defense minus res is good, because like if I ever want to use them in summoner duels and the merges go away, minus res will be a good thing to have. Does summoner support get passed over?
His dump stat.
Oh no, does it not?
You have the heart still on him.
No, okay, but summoner support.
Yeah, merges.
You think?
Yes. I mean, blessings and that carry over. Why would summoner support not?
I don't know. Okay, just plus
again,
defense.
You want that IV. You're not gonna keep the IV over summoner support.
It's just I would have been questioning my whole life and why I decided to grind him to support if I couldn't even keep it.
It takes a long time for the summoner supports.
Especially the first time you ever grind it. After that, it takes half as much time, but the first time really does take a while.
I know that's a thing, but to me that's like heresy. It's like, how could I take away the S support from Reinhardt? How could I do that?
Listen, I play Ether Rays very competitively, so it helps. It does help a lot. But I get if you don't play it, it's not as important.
Me just like, should I take away my 13th Reinhardt from summoner support to put Fafnir in there?
13?
Do you think his feelings will be hurt?
Are you manifesting the next Fate Pass update? Expands to 50 summoner supports. Oh god. I apologize if that happens.
For 2 years, you can have all of the summoner slots.
Oh, I'm so stupid. He had so much SP, the other one. I should have learned all his skills. God damn it.
I mean...
I'll be using him so much anyway.
I have Dagavella.
Who has that? Oh, the Sakura?
Sakura?
Yeah, I have her, unfortunately.
So it shouldn't be too hard to grind more.
Yeah. He was literally at 9,999 SP.
Bestie, holy heck.
It was, I grinded out all of Tempest Trial, so, and he was on the team.
I mean, I would have probably done it too, but, you know, I had to
I was just trying to maximize the amount of free-to-play orbs. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Like, I literally still have... I've only ever done 1 squad assault.
One of these days you gotta sit down and knock that out.
There's just not enough Reinhardt to hold my focus.
Yes, but you can use the orbs to get Reinhardt.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. One day you'll be desperate enough to do it. And you'll wish you would have done it earlier.
What's your secret to getting all your work done? I try to imagine how that work will get me more Reinhardts.
Exactly. Everybody has their things that motivate them.
Don't think I say that IRL, but yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of attack. What?
Yeah, he's...
Oh, that's huge. My
grabbed.
god. And he's not even plus attack.
Which is why
lethality
I'm saying, like,
too.
You gotta train the Vogue first.
I know. Okay, do you mind staying on for a little bit longer while I do that?
I am more than happy to hang out.
Thank you. Abel, she was so bad that I didn't even keep her as a unit. She's just a manual.
Damn. Poor Abel.
She used to be a unit until I got angry at seeing her in my barracks, so she's gone. Oh, sorry, Abel fans. Y'all know she's not good. Y'all know.
Thomas really said, yeet.
Goodbye. I would do it again. Yeah, I really cannot pass anything else. He can't inherit sturdy, in fact. No, so there's no point in passing on like sturdy blow. I guess death blow 1.
But what if someone else comes out with something that can be given to Cass?
Doesn't someone have like sturdy blow 2 anyway?
No, it's fine. I'm just make sure you got the right skills. Oh
yeah.
Shit. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just one time I remember I fought a really expensive unit, and I was in the car at the time, right? And what happened is I didn't finish selecting the skill properly, and I got bombed.
Oh
And I accidentally
no.
fodded the unit. So I basically
What was it?
like I can't remember. Oh no, actually, okay. It was actually, now that I remember this correctly, it was a Camilla, right? Because I was
Yeah.
giving someone sturdy blow, but it was my last Camilla,
Oh.
and I didn't get another one for ages. And I think I was doing like a GHB or a T something, and like I'm like, okay, if I do this, this will work. So I had to figure out a different way to do it. I have also fodded a 5-star accidentally. I don't want to say who it is because I feel like people will get mad at me.
Oh, okay. Controversial?
Okay, so it was Ishtar. I fodded an Ishtar to Reinhardt to give him odd attack wave.
It's okay. Of all the people you could have fought it after Reinhardt, I feel like Ishtar's a good pick.
No, I feel like there are people just like, you can't do that. That would make Reinhardt sad. And I'm just like, look, Ishtar just taught him how to do the thing. There's nothing weird about it.
Yeah.
We don't have to make foddering units morbid if you don't want to. They literally just write down how to do the skill in the book and then they hand it to someone and then they get to go home.
I like that idea. Also, I'm trying to give him a rally. That's what this is. I don't know which one though.
Now,
So.
merging is a bit harder, but I just like to think they do the fusion dance.
The fusion dance. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a Dragon Ball Z reference.
Oh, okay. I have never consumed that media, so.
That's fair enough, but you know, it's just like they do a fusion dance and they become stronger.
Hold on. Is the only 3-4-star available unit with rally attack speed? Is it really Yanfei? Is that it?
I mean, I don't really think about rally skills, but I think actually that is true. Do you want me to just do like a quick check?
That would be nice. Because that's kind of upsetting then.
Give me a moment.
Because then I can't pass on the rally and the ruse.
So rally attack speed, did you say?
Yeah, just the non-plus version.
Yep, it is literally. Wait, hang on. Inheritance. Winter Ignatz?
Oh? Wait, really? I didn't see him show up.
Hang on. I might be doing this wrong. Sorry.
There's the Oify bot. You could just try using that.
That's
if
what
you're
I'm doing.
Okay.
Oh, so he just has rally attack speed. Is that not what you need? Is that
That is what I
specifically
need.
what
Does
you
Ignatz have
Yeah.
it? Oh, but I'm
Yes,
I'm
so
trying to plus 10
it's
the guy.
White Althaja, Spring Seizure, Spring Seizure, Spring Sharina, Mage Erica, Bridal Cordelia, and Winter Ignatz.
I wish I kept my Bridal Cordelia manual now. You know what I did with it? You know the one that they gave us from the... I gave
You
Cupid
gave
Bow
Claude.
to OG Claude. And I'm upset about that now. Where is he? Oh, that's so upsetting. Alright, anyway. I guess I'll just get the tier 2 version of a Ruse, because I can't get both. Yeah, okay. Oh, what's Scallop Blade? Is it good?
It sounds like it'd be tasty, but I don't know.
No, Fafnir's vegetarian in my house.
Oh, is he? Are
He
all
is,
of your
he is.
units vegetarian?
I'd like to think they are.
I feel like they would do it to support you, but
Aw,
I
thank
don't know if Scallop Blade is particularly good. I feel like it's an okay dagger.
If penalty is active on foe... No, that's trash. His weapon is so much better and I would never use that. What does it look like, though? Is it cute?
I think it looks like a scallop.
Does it look cute, though?
I think it's a shell. Hang on.
Let me Google this. Because if it looks cute, he may
If
receive
it looks bleak, I'm keeping it.
Uh,
Oh, it actually kind of does look good. It's like a purple shell knife.
Okay, let me search it. Did you just search up Scallop Blade? Faye?
Yep.
Oh, my Chrome window opens super weirdly. Okay.
I just posted it in...
Oh, and okay, let me go just open Discord. Oh, that is cute. Okay, he's getting it.
I respect it. I respect it.
Thank you. Oh wait, not me almost not passing on the okay. It's gone. He doesn't really
It's
need
gone.
Ruse 2. And if he does, I've got Ruse 3 on a bunch of other people. So I think it's okay for now.
Ah, I see you've given me an inferior weapon.
Oh, I don't even
Charming.
have the SP for it. Oh, I really should have taught all the skills to that one with 9,999 SP, but it's okay.
I mean, look, you've got all the time in the world, and it's not like it's a pain to train him. He's fun to train, actually, because he just goes meow all over the place because Kanto.
Yeah.
Actually, the AI do stuff with Kanto is funny.
Yeah, Kanto AI, I still don't understand it, and I don't think I ever will.
They literally just bounce all over the arena like a Beyblade.
So who's got the Valor? It is the...
Dagger Valor is Halloween Sakura.
The unit who we shall not mention. I got 2 of her while trying to go for Halloween Jacob, that's why I'm not a fan.
Ah, yes, of course.
Wait, why are my units sorted so weirdly? Where...
Mm.
Oh, I've got the wrong thing up there. Alright, I've got my faves tag. Now, where is she? Did I send her home? Oh, maybe I moved her to the reserves. Yeah, where would that be?
This is why I wish, like, skill searches would show what is in your reserves as well.
I know. Where's that? Manage groups, right?
Yes.
5 stars who suck. Oh god. I must have been upset when I named that.
Caught in 5k.
Caught in 57k. Alright, I don't know why I said 57, that was just the first number that came to mind.
You had to add extra Ks to emphasize how caught you were by that moment.
Very true. Alright, I think he's good like this. Oh no, maybe I want to remove the push while training. Just get 1 off from the number.
From the funny number.
It's the funny Fire Emblem number. Alright, we got
funny
it.
Reinhardt number. Good job! Yay!
This is exciting. I think he's gonna get fruited though. I don't like that plus defense. Let's brew him too.
What if you get plus speed when you summon?
Oh shit, you're right.
I mean, you have a lot of fruit to be fair, but like, I don't know.
You're right. There, I see myself going back in on this banner.
I'm just like horde like dragon.
Yeah.
It is a Reinhardt though. That's normally my qualifier. Is it a Reinhardt? Yes.
If so, it's worth it. Is there anything else I could give him? Is there anything else? Any other good C skills like other than this? Honestly.
Well, if you want to use him for summoner duels, are you gonna keep the Ruse and the solo?
No, he's gonna use the push and summoner duels.
Right. Wait, where did he get the push from? I wasn't
Bruni.
paying attention.
Before.
Oh. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you want to give a dagger unit like him for a C skill?
I can only think of like the smoke skills, which don't look as shiny and nice as this one, so I don't want to do that. They have to be premium
Not
skills.
the vanity skill selection.
Oh, I could give him a menace.
Ooh, that sounds menacing.
It does. What menaces do I have available? I don't really think I have many, so...
Well, I mean, like, you could always fodder your Brave Erica for attack speed.
Oh, absolutely. My singular Brave Erica. I've already foddered 1 off for the...
I still actually have my free pool for that CYL.
Yeah, I mean, who did you take?
Oh, I still have it.
Oh, like you haven't taken it. Oh, I thought you meant you still have the unit.
I haven't taken last year's.
Indecisive. Oh,
no,
what
it's
if...
kind of just like...
Hear me out.
This feels evil.
Hear me out. We get Swift Sparrow.
Trained her.
No, she will be trained for sure. But he gets Swift Sparrow and he gets crossbow attack.
Does he really want crossbow attack? Does that
Wait.
affect him as well?
Oh, does it not? If it doesn't, I'll look at it.
I don't know if it's joint.
Let's see. Oh no, that's trash. He's not getting that.
When you've saved from being foddered because your skill's crappier than you thought it was.
The only person who maybe I'll give that to Duo Peony to make my defense team Reinhardt even scarier.
Yeah, I feel like you want to give it to Duo Peony, which is funny because it's like Duo Peony's weapon effect as a skill.
Yeah, and it's only like 1 point better than her joint drive attack anyway, so I don't really know if it's worth it.
It's like, hey Peony, have more Peony.
Oh, I've got a couple of attack speed menaces.
No, it's just like sweating.
Attack defenseman? No, we're not doing that.
I mean, I've actually gotten a lot of use out of Aitor. He's actually pretty good.
He's decent, and I do use him onto my defense team when he's bonus, so maybe this someday, maybe I do have 2 of them and I don't need 2 of them.
But you could do double funny Pathfinder with the duo. I don't know.
I refuse. That's something that I refuse to do.
Refuse.
All right, lead hero. I'm very happy with the results of this summoning session.
Me too. Me too.
Thank you for
You
the
always
laugh.
worry. Yeah, I said some funny Australian words, and Fafnir's just like, "What is this perplexing accent you have? I must examine it further."
Actually, can we talk about that one line where all he does is laugh when you like? What
It's
is
like
up with
an
that?
awkward laugh too.
Exactly. He's like,
He's
He's like, should I be laughing?
You are in the presence of Fafnir.
It kind of almost makes me feel like, you know, the regular Fafnir's in here and he's like, oh yes, time to laugh. Running laugh.exe.
Visiting a shrine for good luck.
I do hope we get a Fafnir that like isn't maybe completely under the control of the crown at some point. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
I think
we're only
Summer-
ever going to know that Fafnir. Maybe we'll just have to do that ourselves. We'll just have to come up with our own headcanons.
Maybe, but I would love like a summer Fafnir out at the beach with his siblings before he got.
The Summer Reinhardt Fafnir. Let's manifest.
I don't. I
Reinhardt-
mean, yeah, but also whale moment, so maybe not.
I mean, summer is a couple of months away yet.
Oh, also, let's be real, Magic. They are never gonna do a male-male duo for summer, of all things.
You won't crush me, I'll let the game crush my expectations.
We all know what summer is for.
I will remain delusional because it's more fun that way.
What is she expecting from
And
me?
I'll just make it myself. I'll just make my own. I'll make my own Summer Fafnir Reinhardt duo. And he'll do funny, cool animation attacks like throwing Fafnir at people, and he'll
We
have
should
like
theory
the
craft
flotation.
that together, unironically.
That sounds fun. We should do that.
We should.
Your last theory craft was good, so we should do more.
Thank you. Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, well, I feel like I'm gonna cut a lot of this, but thank you so much for joining me. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for having me. It was a
really
blast.
appreciate the energy you brought, and like, just like it's really nice to talk about things you enjoy with other people who enjoy the same things.
Exactly. I just love sharing my love of the characters with other people. It's fun.
Everybody, Magic mainly is active on Twitter, so please follow her on Twitter. She's also going to start posting more on YouTube, ? So you should check out her channel.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, let me know in the comments how your pulls went on this banner. And best of luck to those of you who are still pulling. Like I said, I may go back in by the end of this banner, perhaps the summoning stream, trying to get another few copies, but very, very happy with how this ended off. And yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.